for coming back. Remember, it's always Mex. Try to give you these very important updates and also giving you a guide, taking you through what you call a guide, living and working in Doha, Qatar. Some of the simple basic laws that you definitely should understand, and some of very important things. Someone asked me a question that was regarding what are the working hours and overtime regulations in Qatar. Yes, what I have to let you know that the standard working hours, or the standard working hours in Qatar is 48 hours per week. This should be divided into what we call 6 days with a maximum of 8 hours each day. And that's why some of you will agree with me that when you see the new law, the new gazette that was brought on what we call considering basic salary, you find that the basic salary March 2021 was put at a basic of 1,000, that is for 8 hours, and including what we call the other benefits like food allowance of 300, then also what you call house allowance of 500. So giving you that if you are working in those regard, or if you are working for 8 hours and you're not, you should be getting what you call a basic, what you get a basic salary of what we call 1,000. That's for 8 hours. So that's what we call the working hours that you definitely should know. However, something that you should know that during Ramadan is a different situation. The working hours will be reduced to what we call 6 hours per day, because of Ramadan period. And most of you, the 6 hours will be calculated in what you call overtime, depending on the company. And some of you, the overtime will be calculated in compensation of what you call the off days, or days that will be as holiday, that will be given or compensated to you after Ramadan. However, in this situation, when it comes to Ramadan, some of you will agree with me, some of you will agree when it comes to Ramadan, there's different position or different work that cannot stop. So if your job or your role entices you not to stop or to stay working that period, then definitely there's no option. You'll be working, but however, according to the law, the company needs to compensate you in that regard. What you need to know that in any way or the other, that any work that beyond these hours, any hour that goes beyond 8 hours, or depending on the contract that you sign, most of you've signed contracts. Any working hour that goes beyond 8 hours is calculated as what you call overtime. Yes, most of you will agree with me, you come with contracts, you'll come with contracts for 12 hours. Yes, that is a mutual agreement of contract that you've consent of you agreed. So in that kind of situation, yes, they'll calculate after 12 hours. However, something that definitely should know that and that overtime, or what you call overtime, can be compensated of up to a maximum of 125% of what you call the normal wage, hourly wage. It is just 125%. That could be the compensation in that regard. Remember, when we are looking at the breaks, what you call the break between these consecutive hours, yes, you must know, or you should know, that every after 5 hours, according to the law, there should be 1 hour consecutive break, or there should be one break. That is definitely, that should be related to what you call the work and what you call the weekly rest. However, something that you should understand for Friday is normally for prayers. It's something different in that regard. You are always given that time for prayers in that regard. So someone will ask me about that. That's definitely should know about what you call working hours in Qatar. I hope I've tried to share something for you. Thank you so much. By this, always Mex trying to give you these very important updates.